Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm going to be doing a interesting type of video. I'm going to be going through the backwards compatible library of the Xbox 360 and original Xbox games. So this is directly on the Xbox Series X. Unfortunately, I have to use my camera to capture the television because I don't have a capture card. And even if I did have a capture card, I don't think I could capture the store like this. So I'm going to go over some of the greatest games that are in the backwards compatibility library and which ones I recommend. So first one on the list is going to be Zero Day Attack on Earth. So it's a top-down shooter, like a shmup, a shoot 'em up, but the an Americanized version of it. So you're pretty much controlling an aircraft and you have to take down the surrounding enemies. So this is the first game that I recommend. It's not a game that goes on sale often. I've only seen it on sale once or twice, and the last time I've seen it on sale was a couple years ago. So if you see it on sale, pick it up. So then I also recommend the Kefling games. So you control the giant. It's actually really quirky and very funny, and also very fun to play. So you control a giant, and you pretty much do its village management. So you have to make sure that your villagers are doing their jobs and things like this. So that's the first one, and then you have the second one. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the second one incorporated multiplayer. Yeah, here we go. So multiplayer. So this one has a little bit more action to it than the original Kefling's game. So this is a game that, how old was my sister? I think my sister was 11 or 12 when we played the game together. So it's a fun game for everybody to try out. And this usually goes on sale every couple of months. So we have the Alien Hominid game. So this one is a side-scrolling action game. Don't let the cartoony graphics fool you. It's extremely fun, and there's not a second that goes by that you're not actually blasting and having a great time playing the game. So this one is another game that goes on sale often, and I believe they remastered it to make it HD. Assault Heroes 2 is another great one. The first one is also a great game, but for some reason only the sequel is available on the store. But I very much recommend to pick this game up. So these are games that came out on the 360. So the Series X will do upscaling and make the game look better. Braid is one of the most unique games that you'll ever see. So you control this guy, and you pretty much it's a time-based game, and I mean actual time-based game. So you could rewind time. So if you end up dying, you could rewind to before the point of your death. And there's a major plot twist at the end that I don't want to spoil, because I do very much recommend this game. And again, it's another game that does go on sale frequently. But I played this game originally when it first came out. So most of these games I'm going to talk about are games that I played when it first came out. So Brain Challenge. These are the original WiiWare video games. I don't know which one came out first, but if you like WiiWare type of games, I recommend picking these ones up. But I do find these ones are actually a lot better, because these actually seem like thought was put into them, and not just for the quirkiness. The sequel was nowhere near as good. It was nowhere near as good. But I very much recommend, if you have kids in the family, I very much recommend picking this game up. There's hundreds of little mini games to play, and it's really fun. So this one, as you can see, you select the same face. They do all look similar, but there's little differences. And then we have the legendary, one of my favorites, Castle Crashers. So this game I've played and beat. Here we go. We have Alien Hominoid. So I play this game over and over, like so many times. It's really fun, and you can also play it multiplayer. And they also updated it to give you an HD version, which if you have an Xbox Series X or an Xbox One, don't really need to play that version because the Series X will upscale the game for you, and it's a hell of a fun game. Very goofy characters, lots of action, non-stop, and you even have some creepy ass stuff, as you can see in this picture. And yes, the deer are pooping to propel themselves forward. So another game that I give the thumbs up for, pick it up. Right, and then we have Castlevania Harmony of Despair. So this one was also released on the PlayStation, but it was the first Castlevania that was multiplayer. So I'm not sure if this is a game that you can still play today, because I don't know if the servers are still up for it, and I'm not sure if the game is beatable solo. As you guys can see, there's a lot of players on screen, and you work together to take down the bosses. But here you have the castle, so it's a massive castle. So you all work together to go to the top, take down the enemies, and work your way around. So it was a very fun game to play. If you know Castlevania, and you know these games are hella hard, but if you're up for the challenge, pick it up, and hopefully you can still play it. And the graphics still stand the test of time. So Costume Quest is a side-scrolling RPG type of game. It's hard to say if I recommend it. It's a cute enough game. It's not terrible, but I could never get through the entire game. I just lose interest in it. But a lot of people do enjoy this game. So if you like quirky turn-based RPGs, definitely give this one a try. And if you enjoy that one, because I did actually pick up both of them. I think the Costume Quest 2, I picked it up on the PlayStation 3. So a similar feel in nature. So if you play the first one, you enjoy it, try this one out, you might be surprised. And then we have one of my favorite games, Death Spank. And yes, I am installing it because I want to play it again. So unfortunately, there's only 2 screenshots. So this is the first one is more top-down action RPG, so it's like a Diablo type of game. So you control the guy in the center, and you pretty much level up. You kill enemies, you level up, you unlock new abilities, and it's really fun. And I believe the sequel you have a ranged weapon as well as a melee weapon. So if you like funny, quirky games that are also action RPG, top-down, Diablo-esque, definitely give it a try. There's 2 of them, so I very much recommend if you can get your hands on both the Death Spank games, give them a try. So this one, like, even though this is a Doritos sponsored game, it was actually pretty damn decent. So it's kind of like an obstacle course, like American Ninja style, but it came out way before. So your objective is to go from to succeed, to make it through the obstacle course. Like I said, even though it's a Doritos sponsored game, I very much recommend giving this a try. So if you are a Double Dragon fan, so at this point now you can actually get it on multiple platforms, but the Double Dragon Neon is actually pretty damn fun. Don't let the guy punching the lady in the gut distract you, but it's actually a very fun game. I recommend playing it if you are a Double Dragon fan. And that one also goes on sale quite often. So I'm trying to keep it to the exclusives for arcade, the live arcade. So every extended exit, E4. So this one, I'm going to be honest, if you like games like Geometry Wars, you're going to like this game. Like, this is a very busy game. There's always something happening on screen. So if you aren't easily distracted or confused, I recommend giving this game a try. It's really fun. And yeah, so far you're going to see most of the games, if not all, I'm going to be rating positive because I did enjoy these games. Alright, and then we have the Feeding Frenzy series. So these games are very, very simple, very easy to understand. So you play a small fish to start off with, and you eat fish that are same size as you. And then as you do get bigger and bigger until you're a whale. So this is the first Feeding Frenzy. Feeding Frenzy 2 upped its graphics, and it is a lot funner. I recommend playing both of them, but the second one is the way to go, especially since it has better graphics and there is a lot more to do in the game. And frankly, it is actually funner than the original. So much more going on and much denser packed levels. And this is also quite often on sale. So Final Fight Double Impact. So I'm not sure, but I think this game came out on multiple platforms, but if you're a fan of the arcade game Final Fight, here you go. And I was definitely a huge fan of the Final Fight arcade game. It was great on the when they ported over to the Super Nintendo home consoles, and they also give you a couple of other games with it. So you pick this game up. I'm pretty sure this goes on sale quite often as well. If you are actual fans of actual arcade games, pick it up. Fusion Frenzy. So this is one of the original Xbox games, not on 360. So it's a party type of game that you could play with up to 4 players. I played it with my family when we were younger. A lot of fun to play. The controls were very decent. I believe there was a sequel that sucked. I don't know how they missed the ball so badly, but if you see Fusion Friendly, it's also actually available on disc version through a compilation. So if you could find that, give it a try, pick it up. Great games. Geometry Wars, I don't know why this is not in my library, but I pretty much do own these games. They're all freaking fun. So this is a cleaned up version of E4, every extended extra, whatever. So the sequel, so this one's a little bit busier, but it's really cool, man. So you're pretty much controlling a spaceship and you're shooting at other spaceships around. The concept is very simple. I'm sure you guys could understand it. And it's a very busy on the eyes game, but it's really cool. I very much enjoy these games. So this one is you're playing it on a rotating globe or cube. I don't know if I actually played that one, but the first two I'll give my seal of approval. Then we have Hard Corps Uprising. So this is a Contra-like game. So this is another game that I very much recommend. It's a side scroller, as you could see. So you're playing. It's a shooter, and like it is difficult, but with repetition you will succeed. So it's a game that you should definitely be picking up. So right here, here's your nostalgia for Contra. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this was developed by the team that made the Contra games. Yeah, and there it is, Konami. So there you go. Heavy Weapon was one of the first games that I picked up. I purchased with my hard-earned cash in the Xbox Live Arcade. So you're pretty much controlling a tank on the ground, and you have to shoot at the objects in the air. So you have you're shooting down helicopters, airplanes. It's very, very fun. Like, it is gonna get challenging, but you unlock upgrades to make you stronger and give you more health and stuff like that. I haven't seen this go on sale, but again, I own the game, so but again, I haven't seen the game go up in the market. So I very much recommend picking up the game, even if it's at full price. It's $10. Pick it up. Right, Hydrophobia. Don't sleep on this game. It's a very well-made game. If I remember correctly, there were major issues on launch, but when they patched it, the game was solid. So it is a claustrophobic game. The water is very oppressive, and I can't recommend this game enough. So definitely give this one a try. I've seen it go on sale quite often, so definitely give it a try. I Am Alive. I don't know why it's not in my library, but I Am Alive. I own the game. I definitely recommend it. It's a dystopian post-apocalypse game. Like, there's no zombies. Like, you're just surviving and making your way across the scape. I do give it a double thumbs up. Give it a try. And that one also is on sale. This one, Ikaruga. If you like balls hard shoot 'em ups, like, the first couple of levels are manageable, but anything after the second level, like the third level forward, you better be on point with your gameplay, because it gets very, very hairy. So I'll give you guys the strategy. So you see there's red, or black, and white projectiles. So your objective is you're constantly switching back and forth your color of your shield. That way you don't get killed by those color bullets. So if you have the white shield, you're gonna get killed by the black bullets. If you have your the red shield, you can absorb them. And if I'm not mistaken, I think even the enemies are color-coded, so you switch the shield to absorb the bullets, but you're going to do less damage to the enemies until you switch your color to the opposite color of the enemy, and then you'll be able to take the enemy down a lot easier. And then you also have your obstacles, and you also have the stage itself against you. Ilo Milo, a very cute game. It's one of these puzzle type of games where you have to navigate the course. So you rotate the course. I forget what the mechanic is with the characters, but I think you switch back and forth between the characters, and you have to get them to meet in the end. As you can see, the levels can get massive, and it's a puzzle, so you have to keep on rotating the world. So I'm at I, so I'm going to cut it over here for part 1. So if you guys want to see more of my recommendations, come back for the part 2 of the Xbox Live Arcade games that I recommend for the Series X. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like. If you want to comment games that you've played, and if you want to recommend other games, let me know. So come back for the next video. Juga Vega out.